everybody. Welcome to This Day. It's a Saturday. It is Veterans Day, November 11th, and it's always a Saturday when I'm here at the desk. I want to say really quick, congratulations, wonderful. Thank you to all the veterans out there for your service. My grandfather actually served in World War II. He was a navigator on a bomber in Europe, and he's actually my namesake, Michael Taylor, as well. So great thanks to him and his service over the years, and hope you're enjoying your Veterans Day out there today. On our show today, stay around for at least another 30 minutes before you head out and do lots of fun stuff out there, but we have Deluxe Nightclub with Ray Boggio. He's going to be talking to us about a great show they have coming up in November and another great show they have coming up in December, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you want to get out and play some golf this weekend, you can head out to the driving range. It just reopened. We're going to have an interview with a pro over there, talk about the great revamping they've done to the driving range and what we can expect from that one in the future, so that should be fun. Hey, let's stay informed. And I want to tell you about a thing that's coming up next week. It's Memorial Care Surgeons. They're going to be talking about vascular health with us on November 14th over at Clubhouse 5 from 5:30 to 7 p.m. You can join the Vascular Health 101 Common Conditions and Treatments. Memorial Care is going to have some doctors, some heart surgeons out there talking to us about that. They're going to have a raffle. They're going to be giving away prizes. Make sure to register with Jessica Sanders at the phone number on the screen there. For more information, memorialcare.org/LW Vascular. So make sure you get out and enjoy that one as well. Hey, let's take a look at the weather before we get into the rest of the show. It's going to be a warm weekend for Veterans Day, so that's kind of nice. It's going to be, we have, fall just isn't quite getting here all the way yet, but who like a nice warm weekend of Veterans Day? Hopefully you're doing a barbecue, getting out and doing something fun. Let's take a look at our sunrise and our sunset. We have this great picture from Alan Clark, and our sunrise was 6:18 this morning. Sunset, days are getting shorter, 4:50 p.m. If you'd like to send us a picture, anything like that, if you have pets, if you have a sunset, if you've gone somewhere on vacation special, send us that picture. We'd love to put it on the air. Laguna Woods Village TV@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name like Alan did and where you took the picture, and we will use it for our sunrise and our sunset segment. Okay, no meetings to tell you about, so when we come back, Deluxe Nightclub right here. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dan McEachran. 35 years ago, I was lucky enough to get my start in Laguna Woods. First, building patio rooms, then kitchens. Our cabinets, all built locally in Irvine. It all began with patio rooms, like this Majorca model, which we made into a complete room. I'll pull permits. We'll take care of everything. Give me a call. We'll do a nice job for you.
Not just your average dance club, it's the Deluxe Dance Club with Ray Boggio. Thanks for joining us, Ray.
My pleasure.
We got some great stuff coming up. You always seem to come in, every time we come in, you have some great show going on. You've been rehearsing with some amazingly international talented dancer and those kinds of things. But I think the next two things you have coming up are no exception. We got a big November show coming up. Tell us a little bit about that one.
Yeah, so our November dance, which is Wednesday the 22nd, is basically going to be our Roaring 20s type of evening, and we are going to feature a showcase that focuses on dances from that era. So you'll probably see things like jazz and Charleston, and a dance called Peabody, which not many people know what it is, but it's a very interesting dance. And then our usual regular evening, which includes dancing.
Okay.
We're going to feature a lot of music that's kind of on the genre of electro swing, and at the same.
Okay, so what's electro swing? Help me out here.
Electro swing is basically the type of music you would have heard back in the 1920s, 1930s, but it's been updated, so it's got a little bit more of a beat.
Okay.
And it's a lot of fun to dance to.
It's a 20s remix.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to say it. And of course, we'll have our usual dance music that everybody in the village is used to. and we have appetizers and so
all the
forth.
fun stuff. So when you decide, hey, we're going to do a Roaring 20s, okay, I've heard of the Charleston, I've heard of a couple other ones, but what kind of research, or do you do research that goes into, like, what were the dances from the 20s that were popular? How do you find that information out there?
Well, being in the ballroom world, you kind of learn a lot of that. You kind of find out about things. Like, for example, Peabody was brought back to life recently, maybe about 7-8 years ago, as a dance that now is again in competition. And the best way I can describe it, it's sort of like an American ragtime quick step.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's fun to watch. So that's the research on that one. And then whoever's doing a showcase, like for example, Twin, my fiance, is going to be doing a showcase that's jazz related. Her and her partners are basically researching that to really find out, you know, what were they dancing then? What music were they dancing to? And they're going to apply it to that.
I would think that, I mean, to me in my head, like, okay, where do I find that on the internet? Like, how do you find the steps to, like, whether it was the Peabody or like, how do you find the steps? How do you find like a film or something like that you could look at and reference? Do you do those kinds of things in terms of finding out what all of the moves are within that dance?
Sure, yeah. And in the case of Peabody, though, I am ranked number 7 in the world in competing in Peabody, so I do know some about that. But yeah, no, it's just a matter of, you know, what I have access to is a lot of professional dancers, and I ask them a lot of questions. I ask them what's the history of the dance? What's the history of the music associated with the dance? And they're a good resource to start, and then of course the internet provides a lot more.
What's the, like, maybe the favorite dance you've rediscovered or found in all of the times you've been doing all of these shows? You have one that's like, wow, I didn't know about this dance, or me, like, oh, who knew how hard this was to perform, or what an intricate dance it was from the 1910s or 20s or something like that?
Well, the one that had gone completely dormant was the Peabody.
Okay.
And so to bring that back to life is kind of an exciting thing to do.
The revival of it, so to speak, right?
Yeah. So one thing that is like, for example, I'm planning to compete in Greece around February this year. And they don't know anything about this dance. So it's fun to go there and show them what this dance looks like in a showcase type of thing. And so it's fun to bring it out to people and see something that they've never seen before, but existed 100 years ago. Right.
And kind of you breathe life back into it. And were there certain songs, like you said, that go to certain, like the Charleston is this song, this, you know, like the twist, you know, what Chubby Checker.
Right. I would say if you saw the movie recently, recently, it's a few years ago, The Gatsby.
Sure.
The latest one, some of the music, which a lot of it is electro swing, ties back to that era. And so if you were to see a version of the Gatsby, like let's say 20 years before, you'd maybe see the more original version of the music, and today you would see that. A lot of the music that is danced to, for example, with the Peabody, is what you would normally hear in the movie like The Gatsby.
Okay. So now you also have your December showcase coming up, and that's going to be a big dinner dance event as well. So tell me a little bit about what we got going on over there.
So we're going to work together with a few of the actual Chinese dance clubs to put together a big showcase. And a lot of these clubs are avid ballroom dancers, so we're really looking forward to this collaboration between us. The focus on their side is primarily more towards the ballroom and Latin style dances, whereas with us as a club, we're really focused more on nightclub style dances. So it should be a very fun and interesting showcase. We're looking to really fill up Clubhouse 5. So more than 300 people.
Okay. So when you go and work with an outside group, what are you looking for them to bring in that maybe you guys don't do?
Well, I think it's just a collaboration between the two clubs. Again, from our club's perspective, we could do ballroom, but we really tend to focus more on nightclub. Their clubs have a tendency of focusing a little bit more towards the what is called international style of ballroom and Latin, but they do other stuff too.
Okay.
So it's kind of, all right, you're going to do some of that, we're going to do some of this, and that's for the showcase. And then, of course, when, in numbers, there's a lot that can be done when you have quite a few people that come together. So, we really like to reach out with other clubs and see how can we make it new, different, something that people haven't seen before, and just have a good time.
From a layperson's perspective, what's the difference between an international ballroom and the American style of ballroom?
So international style ballroom, for example, dances like waltz, tango, foxtrot, they are in the international side, they're constantly in a frame and they're closed. They never open the frame. Whereas when you watch American style, it's a lot more flowery. They open up.
Open up, and the twirls and things like that.
Exactly. Yes, I wish I would have brought some video to show you a difference because it's really quite different,
Okay.
And when you're looking at international style Latin, the style's a little bit different. The music is a little bit faster. They also do a couple of dances that you wouldn't do in American style rhythm.
Okay.
American style rhythm, we do dances like swing, mambo, and bolero, whereas they would do things like samba, paso doble, and jive. So there's some differences. Yeah.
What do you think is the most challenging? I mean, to me, I would think, and this is just, again, not knowing how to dance at all, but to me, that the clothes of the international dance style, because you're constantly in sync with that person, whereas when you open up, you can have a little bit of a variation. You don't have to be quite as, maybe exacting to that.
I would say both of them are difficult in their own realm.
Okay, so they're really their own categories.
Yeah, the precision of having to stay in a close hold between each other is a challenge in and of itself. Whereas when you're having to open up, there's a lot of extensions and compression in movement to make it look good. I mean, anybody could open up, but if you want to make it look good, there's a lot of work that goes in that. Yeah.
What do you try to bring to these, like the December show, the November show? When you start planning these, what's your mindset about, like, I want to do something new, or I want to bring something more, or I want to go in this direction?
Yeah, so again, our guiding compass on that is, what haven't we done? Mm-hmm. We've done Gatsby shows before, or Gatsby themed dances, or 20s style.
Sure, Roaring 20s stuff.
But we haven't done, like, for example, a jazz routine, or we haven't done we haven't really brought the genre of electro swing before, and to do something a little bit different. We've done Peabody, but we haven't done it as good as it's going to be done this time. So it's just trying to always come up with something new and different.
Okay, and what brings you back every time? This is work. I'm not gonna. You're supposed to be enjoying your golden years here. Does it feel like work, but just is so much joy you get out of it?
It's a lot of fun. I mean,
Yeah.
You get to throw a party every month, and with people you know, people you don't know, people you're reaching out to, and just have a lot of fun. So for me, it's fun. It's not work, really.
Yeah. So for the November show, people have to want to dance. Can they just come and enjoy it and not have to dance? Because it can be intimidating, right? For some folks, like, oh my goodness, look at those performers. I'm not getting out there.
Well, just think of it this way: the first part of the evening is just general dancing, and if you have a partner that you know how to couples dance with, that's fine. If you want to freestyle, that's perfectly fine. That'll work too. Then we have the showcase with pizza or appetizers.
Right.
And the showcase lasts maybe about a half hour. Then we go back to general dancing. So, and often our professionals that come will stay and dance with other people just to give them kind of a feel of what it's like to dance like that,
Right.
So yeah, I would say it shouldn't be intimidating. Just come and have a good time.
Okay. And December showcase, tell us a little bit more about that, where, when, and everything like that.
Both of the events are going to be at Clubhouse 5. The
Terrific.
November is basically, we open the doors at 6. And we do also have a free dance lesson offered by a professional starting at 5:15.
Okay, so that's for the November show.
That's the November show. And at Clubhouse 5. And then again for the holiday show, which is going to be December 23rd, that is, again, at Clubhouse 5. That's going to be a really big event. I think we're pretty excited to do this. It's catered by the 19 restaurant. And doors will open at 4:30. And there's going to be one, general dancing, some showcase, then dinner. It's a dinner dance. Then after that, we have another showcase, and then we have general dancing again.
Sounds like a good night of dancing and fun shows to watch. Ray from a Deluxe Dance Club, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you so much, Michael.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
No one deserves to be ashamed of their smile. MacArthur Dental Arts is here to bring back your confidence. We specialize in at-home personalized smile restoration through the power of dental implants and perfect fit dentures. I'm here to answer all your questions with free in-office consults or using our Laguna Woods in-home service special. Don't wait to get the secure, worry-free smile you deserve. Visit MacArthurDentalArts.com or call the number on your screen to schedule your consultation today.
Hello everyone, I'm Bobby Higgins and we are here at the driving range at Clubhouse 7. It is a beautiful sunny day, just perfect for the grand reopening of the driving range. We've got the ribbon cutting and the first ball to be hit, so let's go check it out. With me now is Tom McCrae, Golf Operations Manager. Tom, this day you've been waiting for a long time.
A long time, but the results are great. We really couldn't be any happier with how it came out. It took a little longer than we had hoped it would, but at the end we got them to do what we wanted them to do, and we are going to be good for a long time now.
Now, you said before the driving range here, it needed some work. It was not really safe conditions. So tell me, how do you feel about the outcome?
The outcome is exactly what we needed it to be. When I first got here in 2017, what it was there was a decision to turn the water off a long time, just in an effort to save money, thinking, well, the driving range doesn't need to be watered, and watered is very expensive. So they turned the water off, and it basically turned this into a muddy hillside. And in the summertime, it just dried up, all the grass died. And then when we'd have big rains, it would actually erode all of the land. So it became, if you looked at it on Google Maps, it would look like a lava flow. Wow. Everything was flowing down to the bottom of the driving range, and it was a mess. And it would create ravines, erosion ravines and canyons all throughout. So it was a hazard to my staff. It was a hazard to the equipment. Not to mention, it looked really, really bad. And it's the first thing I noticed when I got here is everything in the village was so wonderful, and I came to the driving range and I went, well, what happened here? And so I've been working with the board ever since then to get this project done, and we finally got it done.
Finally got it done. It looks amazing, and you just said moments ago, what's the number one question you have been asked since about June?
When is the range going to open? And luckily we had Yvonne Horton from the CAC board that was able to cut that ribbon and get us open. So we are now open, and the guy behind us is the first guy to hit that ball. You might hear it up there. It goes. There's the first ball hit. Wasn't that good, but hopefully he'll get better.
That's why it's here, right? To practice and get better.
That's why it's here. Exactly.
Well, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Anytime. Let me know when you're ready for a golf lesson.
Okay, absolutely.
All right.
I'm in. Paul Santoro, president of the Men's Golf Club. Paul, such an exciting day. Everything looks really great, and it's nice to, have the amenities improved like this. What do you think about this?
It's a fabulous day. It's a fabulous day for the entire community. The amenities here are beyond reproach. And we're grateful that they can invest in the amenities and keep them in top condition.
Absolutely.
It's really important for the community as a whole.
And you were just telling me about how many members are in golf and is with the association, and how much does this mean to you and everybody that likes to golf?
Well, it's really a day we've been waiting for quite some time, as Tom mentioned. It's really important to get out and have exercise and stay active, and there's a lot of active members in the community. There's over 3,800 registered golfers that play on our main course. We have 360 members in our men's golf club. The ladies club has about 150 to 200, and then there's a 9-hole club, 2 9-hole clubs for the men and ladies. So between all the golfers here, over 3,000 golfers, this is a very important day for them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you for telling us and talking with us today, and enjoy the new driving range.
I will. Thank you so much for your time.
With me now is Bunny Carpenter, president with the Golden Rain Foundation. Bunny, you must feel so proud and to have this accomplishment and finally to have this all come together.
Absolutely. It's been a long time. We had a lot of safety issues, and the grass wasn't growing. It looked horrible. And now, with this rejuvenation of this driving range, it's beautiful. As you can see out there, you can see the mountains, the grass is green, and are just ready to have people to enjoy the driving range again.
And this was a long project, even before the closure in March. This was years in the making.
Absolutely. It took us quite a long time. We first had a contractor that came in and wanted to completely redo the driving range, and then there was questions about, well, do we need to have this done? Do we need to have that done? And we had to consider all the safety issues. So that is really the reason why it took so long, is because of trying to solve all the issues that we had.
What is this going to mean for the community now?
This is so much part of our amenities, and people come here, not only to just hit a ball, but they come here to socialize. You can see you have your clubhouses here. They come here and gather together. So it's just another one of the great amenities that we have for our seniors to enjoy.
Well, this is awesome. So excited that it's finally open and the first ball has been hit. So definitely a beautiful day. So
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Joining me now is Yvonne Horton with the CAC, the Community Activities Committee. Yvonne, you got the pleasure of being able to not only cut the ribbon, but also hit the very first ball today. Tell me about that. How did that feel?
Oh, well, it felt great. I used to hit here a year and a half ago, and it was nice to be able to do it again. You know. And I was the only one that brought a club of... so I got chosen to hit the first ball.
That's wonderful. What does this mean for you and for the community to have this now open and have such a great amenity here?
Oh, well, it's everything to the golfers, because this is where they do their warm-up before they go play. And I'm an ex-golfer, so I realize the importance of having, for everybody, to have this driving range here. And we're so happy to have it open now.
Wonderful. And now, what was your background in helping all this come together?
Well, the maintenance committee is the one that really chaired this to get it done. And of course, Tom McCrae was the backbone of getting it done. And so, all I did was cheer him on, so to speak.
Well, wonderful. Thank you for joining us. Thank Thank you so much for joining us for the re-grand opening of the driving range. It's been closed since March 16th, but it is now open and in business, so come check it out.
At Harvard Eye Associates, we are committed to your vision care and quality of life.
It's a commitment we don't take lightly.
Our trusted team of doctors provides specialized eye care using state-of-the-art technology.
We deliver what matters to you.
And your family.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.
Achieve a level of comfort you've never known before. The Daydreamer will take you through smooth movements and guide you effortlessly into your favorite positions. Adjust the power pillow for ideal support for your head and neck. This and our positioning technology allows for infinite relaxation. Lay back in zero gravity while watching TV and put your body and mind at ease. Lift your spirits and find your favorite daydream. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
All right, before we leave you on this Veterans Day, we got some Saturday movies to tell you about, and we got some good ones lined up today. It is going to be, the first one we want to talk about is Going in Style. That's with Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, Alan Arkin, a really great lineup for you, star-studded. It's brought to us by RadNet, and it's going to be on 2 p.m. with subtitles and 6 p.m. without the subtitles. Then the next movie we want to tell you about, it's kind of our Veterans Day special one. It's The Kennedys, America's Emerald Kings, and that is talks all about the beginning with their roots in Ireland. This documentary tells the story of the Kennedy family and their profound legacy in U.S. politics. It's adapted from the novel by the same name by Thomas Mayer, and it offers a fascinating new perspective on the Irish family dynasty, the role the Irish Catholicism played in their lives, of course, the remarkable Kennedy women that are also involved in this documentary, and their political careers of John, Robert, and Ted. That's going to be tonight at 8 p.m. right here on Village Television. So make sure you watch that one. It's a special one we wanted to bring you, and hope you will enjoy that. Let's take a quick look at our weather before we head out. It is going to be a warm weekend, so enjoy it. I hope you get out there and enjoy this Veterans Day weekend while you can. Have those barbecues, maybe even head down to the beach, right? All the tourists are gone, so it's nice and the beaches aren't as crowded as they usually are. So whatever you do, I hope you enjoy Veterans Day weekend. On Monday, on this day, we have the Scrabble Club and the Democratic Club are going to be in here. We're talking to both of them about all their fun stuff coming up, so it's always going to be a great show with those guys, always entertaining. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope you have a great Veterans Day, and we hope you make this day a great one.